I just want a boyfriend.
It's about time, bitch.
All right, what are my options?
All right, so this one has a lot of money and he would treat you good and you'd be set for life. This one would be really, really nice to you and he treats his mom well. This one is like totally obsessed with you and in love with you. And these are all some really good ones. Actually, this one doesn't want you at all, so ignore that one. And wait, why doesn't that one want me? It doesn't matter, he would treat you like shit anyway and he's 5'7", so just ignore it.
But what's his name?
Are you serious? You have all these options. Yeah, I want that one. The one who doesn't want me, that's the one I want.
This bitch dumb. Dumb as hell.
Can I have that one, please?
This is a topic that frustrates and confuses most men. To this day, guys are wondering, why did she choose that guy over all those other guys who were willing to treat her right, who were willing to treat her like a princess and roll the red carpet out and give her all his time, love, and affection? Why wouldn't she want all those other guys? Why would she choose a guy who's barely there? Why would she choose a guy who sleeps with her friends, who cheated on her with her sister, who cheated on her with her coworker? Why would she want to be with that guy? Why is she so obsessed with this guy? The guy who's totally different, who's basically an a-hole, a bad boy, who is so selfish. Why would she do this? Well, I'll explain. But before we get into the meat of this video, I want you to remember this quote. You will never get the woman that you really want. Only the woman that you don't want. Now, I said that to say this. Think of all the women that were really obsessed with you, that really wanted you, that really wanted to be with you, that just straight up was in love with you, who were willing to do everything, who drove hours to see you, who took planes, who did all these different things just to be with you. Think about that woman or women. Now, what did those women have in common? You didn't really care about her. You were like, well, you know, she's all right. And you weren't really thinking about her all that too often. You didn't really was pressing to see her. You probably didn't even take her out to eat. Guess what? She most likely spent more on you than you did on her. That's the difference. You probably didn't even comment on her. She probably posted pictures on Instagram, Facebook, social media, or Snapchat. You didn't react to her stuff. You didn't tell her how beautiful she looked, how sexy, how pretty she was. And you didn't do any of that, did you? Right. And you got that girl. That girl stuck with you for a long time until you start doing those different things, right? See, that's the thing. Women need, it's not even a want. They need attention and validation. And if you don't give that to them, if you don't reveal your hand, if you don't tell them all these different things that you think that she wants to hear to keep the girl, if you don't do stuff to try to keep her, you're going to keep her. And it's not that these women are bad people or they lack poor judgment or they're just, they're horrible human beings. It's that women operate on a validation sort of system. They need it. And if they see that all these guys are giving them approval that, oh yeah, I'll date you, I'll do anything to be with you. And then she has that one guy over here that's just like, I don't really care about, texting her back. And I don't care if she got home safe. And yeah, that was a good smash. We hooked up and, it's whatever. That's the guy who always gets the girl because he doesn't really want her. Now, yes, you can fake it and you can say, well, I don't really like you like that. And you can get girls like that. But the guy who really gets all the women, unfortunately, it's the guy that doesn't treat her good. He's not a gentleman. Just think about it. All the women who complain about different guys and this guy treated me bad and this guy, he cheated on me. He did all these different things. He didn't show up to my birthday. He didn't show up to the family reunion. He didn't show up to my graduation. All those different guys that treated her poorly. Guess what? She loved it. You know why? Because she was always in pursuit. Never let a woman tell you that she wants a guy to chase her. She wants a gentleman, a guy that's got to do all these different things. Listen, she's lying because look at her actions, not her words. Look at the type of guys that she wants. Those guys are the ones who don't really want her, don't want to actually be in a relationship with her. And all these other guys, guess what? They want to be with her. They're like, man, what can I do to make you happy? Good morning, beautiful. How's your day, sunshine? Good night, sexy. Guess what? The guy over here that she really wants, she's waiting by her phone. And she's like, Okay, am I going to hear from this guy? And if she doesn't hear from that guy, she's going to think about him and go crazy for him and want to be with him while she's receiving all these text messages and phone calls and Snapchats and all this validation from all these good guys. I know it's messed up, and you're like, well, I got a college degree. I got a good job. I drive a car. I got all these different things. I check, all that good guy stuff, right? Cool, that's great for you. But guess what? Women ultimately want a guy that they can desire. And if she desires a guy that really doesn't care about her, that's kind of in and out of the picture, a guy that is dating other women, you know what's going to happen? She's going to choose that guy because that guy hasn't chosen her. Yeah, you're like, but don't women want a monogamous guy? Doesn't she want a faithful boyfriend? No. See, they tricked you. Women want guys who other women want. She don't really care about being monogamous. Now, granted, if that alpha male, that a-hole, that bad boy over here, he happens to get monogamous with her by his choice, and he gives her the stamp of approval, okay, that's cool. But oftentimes she'll lose interest, right? That's the key. So it's kind of a cat and mouse game when it comes to men and women. Women see us as kind of like okay, does he want me? Oh, no. That's why you heard of that game probably in grade school or when you were younger, that they had the little dandelions or whatever. He wants me not. He wants me. That sort of silly game. Listen, it rings true. Women want to be with guys who care about themselves more than they care about them. They won't tell you this because it's odd. You're like, that doesn't make any sense. But it does. Because in order for a woman to truly desire and want to be with a man, she has to look up to him. Remember, she always has to say, man, this guy, I love him so much. She has to think that she won. If you think that as a man that I'm such a lucky man, dude, she's not going to respect you. Now, granted, she'll be with you probably a little bit and take your cash and prize and everything. But women don't want to be with a weak guy like that. Just look at a woman's track record. Look at the guys that she's been with. Mostly all those guys are quote unquote cheaters, or all those guys had other women and she was chasing them for years. She was trying to be with that guy and do whatever she could. She was buying himself, doing all stuff like that. That's because he valued himself more than he valued her. That's the key. Remember, you will never get the woman that you really want. You know why? Because the woman that you really want, you're going to overcompensate. You're going to be chasing her. You're going to be doing all these different things. You're going to be overvaluing her. You're going to be just humiliating yourself. And then she'll look at you like, man, you're weak. But the woman that you don't really want, you're going to be chill. You're going to be relaxed. You're going to have a take it or leave it attitude. You're going to be just, this is, it was cool hanging out with you. All right, see you later. And she's going to keep coming around because she's going to be wondering, will this guy give me that approval that I want? Will this guy give me that validation that I crave? That's the key to keeping any woman that you want. Any woman you want, you can have, but you cannot grovel over her. You cannot drool at the mouth. You cannot, you cannot say, wow, you're the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. She gonna look at you like, oh, thanks. She gonna write down in that pecking order that she gonna go for a guy who doesn't tell her that. That's how this thing works, guys. See, women aren't really difficult. We've just been programmed to put women on a pedestal and think that they're just these amazing creatures, but they're really not. Go back and listen to the clip. She's telling you. Isn't that crazy? Straight from the horse's mouth, guys. I gave y'all cheat codes for so many years. Now women are actually telling you the type of guy that they want, sometimes in a joking manner, but it's true. Be that guy who cares about himself and put himself number one on top. Remember, don't be that guy who puts her first, who's needy, who wants to be with her, who has to do anything to be with her. Because if you do that, you will always 100% of the time lose the girl. You might not lose her that week, that month, that year, but you'll lose her eventually. You'll lose her to a guy who cares about himself, who doesn't give her all that attention. Because women, that's what they need. Even if you have a girlfriend right now, or a woman that you're seeing or dating, relax on the attention, guys. Relax on the approval because they need it. Listen, they can't handle it. And if you think that, oh, my girlfriend, she gonna cheat on me if I don't text her. If I don't text her good morning, my baby, she gonna leave me. Or what no, she not. She probably texts a other guy or two or something like that to get some attention. But guess what? She's ultimately gonna crave and desire you. She's gonna be wet for you because she misses your text, your communication, and your presence.